Family, welcome back to another powerful and uplifting episode of Royal Sussex Squad, where we stand firmly behind Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and we speak truth to power. Now, today's story is one that's going to touch your heart because it reminds us of something that the media never wants to show you: Harry and Meghan's love, their intimacy, their joy, and their deep appreciation for one another. While the tabloids are busy inventing negative headlines, while haters are obsessing over fabricating scandals, Meghan has reminded the world through her Netflix series with Love Meghan that at the heart of it all, she and Harry are a couple in love. Two people who cherish each other, celebrate their milestones in meaningful ways, and keep building a life full of beauty, family, and purpose. Now let's dive in, because this is a story about love, food, memories, and the kind of bond that can't be shaken, no matter how many lies the British tabloids throw at them. So in the second season of Meghan's Netflix show, she shares a very special memory. She was joined by Chef Clare Smyth, the brilliant Michelin-starred chef who not only cooked for their wedding, but also helped Harry create one of the sweetest surprises of their marriage, a first anniversary dinner in 2019. That alone should make the haters pause. Think about this. Prince Harry, the so-called spare, the man the tabloids always paint as lost or directionless, was thoughtful enough, loving enough, and dedicated enough to plan a secret dinner with one of the most renowned chefs in the world for his wife. That's a husband who adores his wife. That's a man who understands love, not duty, not performative public appearances, but genuine love. Meghan recalls the dinner with warmth and laughter, saying, "Oh my gosh, yes, that was so fun, in that beautiful little old chapel." She doesn't specify which chapel, but what's important is the intimacy of it all. Imagine it. Not a grand performative banquet for cameras, not a cold palace dinner where everyone's stiff and rehearsed, but a warm, thoughtful celebration of love in an old chapel, filled with history and charm. Harry was showing Meghan, once again, that their love story was rooted not in royal pomp, but in genuine devotion. And let's pause here to say, this is what makes Harry and Meghan different. The establishment never forgave them for prioritising authenticity over spectacle. They will never forgive Meghan for not bending to their archaic, outdated rules. But as we can see here, Meghan and Harry are doing something that the rest of the Windsors often struggle with. They are building memories that actually mean something. Chef Clare Smyth even joked about the challenges of preparing the meal in such an old building. Her team was carefully stepping over creaky floorboards, surrounded by antiques, laughing but also trying not to touch or damage anything. Meghan laughed along with the memory, saying, "Everything around you is historical." And you can just imagine Harry grinning through it all, proud that he pulled off such a surprise. Now here's where the story takes an even more delightful turn. Chef Smyth revealed that for their wedding, Meghan and Harry had made a very special request: late-night bites, and one of those dishes, fried chicken. That's right, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, often painted by the press as elitist or out of touch, created an off-menu fried chicken recipe that became such a hit, it's still secretly available at Smith's Michelin-star restaurant. Imagine that: royal wedding, Michelin-star chef, and yet Meghan and Harry chose something simple, comforting and fun to represent their love. That tells you everything you need to know about them. Meghan herself laughed with joy at the revelation. "Oh my gosh, I love that we have created something off-menu and that our off-menu item is the fried chicken at core. If that's my claim to fame, I'm thrilled." Do you hear the humility in that? The joy? This is a woman who is constantly accused by her critics of being arrogant or calculating, yet here she is, delighted that she and Harry created a fun little food legacy. And this is why we, the Sussex Squad, must keep pushing back against the lies. Because the Meghan you see in these moments is not the Meghan the tabloids describe. This is a woman who cherishes family dinners, who laughs at life's little imperfections, and who remembers her first anniversary not with diamonds or designer gowns, but with food, laughter and love. Now let's connect the dots. In the biography Finding Freedom, it was revealed that on their first anniversary, Meghan's mother, Doria, was also with them at Frogmore Cottage. She had been staying with them, meeting her grandson Archie, and simply being present as family. On that special day, Meghan and Harry enjoyed a Sunday lunch with Doria before she returned to Los Angeles. Harry then gifted Meghan a beautiful eternity ring designed by Lorraine Schwartz, which Meghan wore proudly to Trooping the Colour the following month. This is a family grounded in love, in togetherness, in appreciation for milestones big and small. And yet, look at how the press tries to erase these moments. They want us to believe Meghan is isolated. They want us to believe Harry regrets his choices. They want us to believe Doria isn't an active part of their lives. But the truth, as Meghan herself reminds us, is the complete opposite. Harry and Meghan are building a home filled with laughter, delicious food, and meaningful family moments. They're creating traditions that are theirs, not borrowed, not dictated by palace aides. And that's why the institution has always feared them, because they represent a break from the cold, emotionless facade of monarchy. Think about it. How often do we hear similar warm, loving, detailed stories about the other royals? Rarely. Because for them, everything is about public duty, PR strategy, and keeping up appearances. But for Harry and Meghan, it's about connection, about creating a family legacy that their children, Archie and Lilibet, will carry forward. So the next time the tabloids scream about Hollywood Harry or Diva Meghan, remember this story. Remember the secret anniversary dinner in the chapel, the creaky floors, the laughter, the fried chicken recipe still living on in a Michelin-star restaurant. Remember the eternity ring, the Sunday lunch with Doria, and the quiet but powerful love of two people determined to write their own story. And let's not forget, this story also shows the brilliance of Meghan's new Netflix project, With Love, Meghan. Once again, Meghan is telling her story in her own words, bypassing the hostile media and connecting directly with people who want to see her truth. Every time she does this, the haters lose, because the truth, family, always rises. So, squad, let's celebrate this memory with Meghan and Harry. Let's remind the world that their love is not a tabloid headline. It's a legacy of devotion, laughter and resilience. Meghan Markle recalls surprise first anniversary dinner with Prince Harry in unexpected UK spot. The Duchess of Sussex reminisces about special culinary memories in the new season of With Love, Meghan. Meghan Markle looks back on some special culinary memories in a Season 2 episode of With Love, Meghan, streaming now on Netflix. In the episode, Meghan joins Michelin-star-winning Chef Clare Smyth in the kitchen. Smyth is a central figure in many of Meghan and Prince Harry's special food moments, having cooked both for their wedding and a surprise first anniversary dinner that Harry planned in 2019. Meghan Markle is looking back on some of her favourite culinary memories on the new season of her Netflix show With Love, Meghan. In an episode from Season 2, the Duchess of Sussex was joined by Chef Clare Smyth, the chef patron of the 3 Michelin-star London restaurant Core by Clare Smyth. Smyth is a central figure in many of Meghan's favourite food moments, with husband Prince Harry having cooked for both their royal wedding and their first anniversary. "I still remember doing your anniversary. We surprised you," the chef said of planning the special moment with Harry. "Oh my gosh, yes, that was so fun," Meghan said, "in that beautiful little old chapel." Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's first anniversary dinner photo from With Love, Meghan. Netflix. Meghan didn't clarify which old chapel she and Harry celebrated in, but there are plenty to choose from. St George's Chapel at Windsor is where the couple tied the knot in May 2018, but there are also private chapels located around Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, as well as smaller and more intimate venues Harry could have selected. "It was so funny because of the old building," Smyth recalled. "My team was laughing because we're trying not to touch anything, and everything is shaking as they're going through the old creaky floorboards. There are all these antiques everywhere, like, don't knock anything down. We were like ninjas. Don't touch anything. Everything around you is historical," Meghan added. Smyth also recalled how a special wedding request led her to create a dish that remains a secret off-menu item at Core to this day. "Fried chicken." Meghan and Harry threw her for a loop by requesting late-night bites, the chef said, noting, "It's not really something I typically do, so we had to try and create a recipe for fried chicken." "And you did," Meghan said, And we did, and we kept it. We still do it for only an off-menu item, Smyth revealed to Meghan's delight. Oh my gosh, I love that we have created something off-menu and that our off-menu item is the fried chicken at core, she marvelled. You know, we're done, that's it. If that's my claim to fame, I'm thrilled. Until the anecdote in the show, Meghan and Harry had kept the details of the first anniversary surprise private. A 2020 book about the couple, Finding Freedom, detailed how the couple spent a low-key Sunday with their newborn son, Prince Archie, and Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, who came to the UK to meet her grandchild. On the anniversary of their first year of marriage, Harry and Meghan enjoyed a traditional Sunday lunch with Doria, her last meal before travelling back to LA, wrote authors Omid Scobie and Caroline Durand. Her 5 weeks at Frogmore had flown by, but she had to get back to work. They also shared that Harry gifted Meghan an eternity ring to mark the special occasion, which she wore to the Trooping the Colour event the following month. Harry also surprised his wife of 1 year with a ring that he had created with the jeweller to the stars Lorraine Schwartz, a favourite of Meghan's, the authors said. And before we wrap up, let me just say this. If you appreciate the work we do here at Royal Sussex Squad, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can do so through Super Thanks. Every contribution helps us continue amplifying the truth, defending Harry and Meghan, and keeping their story alive in a world full of lies. Thank you, family, for being here with me. And remember, as always, we stand with Harry and Meghan, we celebrate their victories, and we silence the noise of the haters with love, truth, and unity.